The following program was produced by an independent community producer. The opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect those of the ECAT staff or board of directors. Lighting for ECAT production provided by the Avery Lee Williams Family Foundation.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Topic Time with Harris and Young. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Topic Time with Harris and Young as May rolls along. Wow, we're going all over the country. I have a young man today. His name is Nico. He's a multilingual artist, young man, 13 years old, down in New York, I believe New York. We're going to talk all about that. Watch one of his music videos. It's all in Spanish, but it's a fine video, a lot of great people in it, and a lot of good action and a wonderful tune. And we're going to talk to him because he's got quite a lot of connections. But of course, before we get to him, got to read these incredible underwriters, and then we will commence per usual. So we have the Boston Auto Group in North Easton. We have Grip It and Rip It, sports trading cards and video games in West Bridgewater. We have Grant's Rental in Bridgewater. We have Jalen's Delicious Restaurant on Route 28 in Middleborough. Right across from the State Police Barracks, they make awesome lunches and dinners. We have Lynch's Towing Auto, Cycle and Truck Center in Brockton at 26 Knapp Drive. One number for towing, one number for projects. My pal Lynchy there in Brockton is always in search of new scrap metal, wheels, anything to do with transportation. He handles it all. We have Hartley's Delicious Jamaican Restaurant now with two locations, one in downtown Brockton and one in downtown Randolph. We have the Vittoria Connoisseria Brazilian Meat Market in Taunton. We have Rose Jewels in Kingston, rocking the South Shore in custom design for nearly 30 years. And they're also giving away a free lab-grown diamond, 1.5 carats, certified with a mounting of $2,000 or more. We have Brian's Barbershop in Kingston. We have Bay Street Vape and Smoke in Taunton. We have the Wareham House of Pizza in Wareham. We have the Riverside Cafe in Wareham, open 6 days a week, all except Wednesday, 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. They make the best breakfast in Boston to the Cape, and they have DoorDash deliveries. We have Diesel Plus Unlimited in Whitman. We have New England Floorscapes in Middleborough. We have Kingston Auto Body in Kingston. We have Salon Giovanni in Marshfield. We have One Good Credit in Brockton. We have Mooberry Frozen Yogurt in Raynham. We have the Cornerstone Barbershop in Pembroke. We have Tom Auto in Middleborough. We have Doggy Boutique, all breed professional grooming for dogs and cats, run by my great next door neighbor, Debbie Siddall in Brockton. We have Shonick Auto Body and Repair in Lakeville, looking for a new mechanic and auto body person for their fine location to work there in Lakeville. We have RW Carpet and Flooring in Norton, covering floors for 50 years. We have Good Old Dave's Automotive in Hanson on Road 58. We have Madigan Land Surveying in Middleborough, LLC. We have Omega Pizza in Rentham. We have Curtis Car Care in Middleborough. We have TR Tattoos in Abington. They're in Newark. We have Dirty Paws Pet Grooming in Southeastern. We have Haven Psychiatric Services in East Wareham, formerly right here in the building. We have Evan Young Realty. That's my brother Evan the Realtor. We have DNS Auto Works and Collision Specialists in Abington on Route 58. And we have Joe Steiner in Taunton. And I want to thank you guys very much. And now, Nico rocks. How you doing today?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. And that's quite a setup you got there. So you're a young artist. What would you classify your genre as, real quick?
Latin pop is what I'll classify it as, because there's a lot of reggaeton artists. There's a lot of so I'll classify it as like Latin pop kind of, because I also do regular pop songs in English. So
okay.
It's like a mix.
Yeah, I know you're
like
I know you're multilingual, and your American accent is phenomenal. It's better than mine. So okay, all right. Well, tell me about now. You were a member of the band Menudo many years ago, or an offshoot of that. Explain how that is. I noticed that something about associated with Mario Lopez, right?
I was in the band Menudo for 2 years. I was 10, and then I left when I was 12. It was an amazing experience. I was on America's Got Talent. I met Simon Cowell,
yep.
Howie. I met all the judges. It was a crazy experience. I got to perform at iHeartRadio Fiesta Latina.
Sweet.
And it really showed me my roots, because I got to go to all these Latin countries. It was amazing.
Oh, okay, fine. Wow, okay. Well, now, was Mario Lopez, how was he involved in this? When Harley Davidson set this up, she included that in the talking points. Was that did he found that band?
Yeah, Mario Lopez, when we first launched, he brought us to all these news stations. He brought us to Good Morning America. He
Okay.
brought us to Access Hollywood. He
Wow.
was the main, host for us.
Of course. That's awesome. Okay. Everyone knows Mario. I mean, I used to watch him on Saved by the Bell long before you came along, I'm sure.
Oh, way long before I came up.
Yeah,
That's true.
I mean, you weren't even born when I started the show. All right, Nico. Well, what is that? I mean, you go by, is Nico Rocks your full name? I mean, if that's the name you're going to use, that's fine. But I want to know if you have another name too. If not, that's cool.
I'm Nico Rocks, but my real name is Nico Calero for when I'm acting.
Okay, cool. All right. I like the name. I knew it was kind of a long rolling Hispanic name, and I like the sound of it, so I wanted to hear it from you. And now I have. So what I do what I do with every guest is I like to find out. I mean, you're 13, right? Because looks like you're a man of the world already, though.
Just turned 14 like a week ago.
Oh wow! Well, happy birthday.
Yeah.
Belated.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Okay. Well, tell me about what I do with every guest. You're still awfully you're young, but you're still you're wise beyond your years, obviously. Where did you? Are you from a Latin American country originally, or where were you born? And let's talk about that. And then if I have any questions pertaining to what we're talking about, going back to your younger years, we'll go over with that. I'll go over them and send them your way. So start with that.
So I'm actually from New York City.
Okay.
And my parents are both immigrants. My mom is from Russia, and my dad came here from Puerto Rico.
Okay.
So I have a really different size of my family.
Oh,
two
yeah.
different parts of the world, both came together in New York, and now I'm here singing and everything.
Well,
And
remember,
what was the second part of the question?
Well, Puerto Rico. Well, no. All I was going to say was, if I have any questions pertaining to what you're telling me, I'll throw them in. I'm trying to listen and glean clues from what you're telling me. Because first of all, Puerto Rico was a part of the United States, so I guess your mother was the only immigrant. She's from Russia, right?
Yeah, but like back then, because it's technically a territory, but like the culture is so different.
Oh, true. That's absolutely right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now I just learned that. I realized that it's true. Puerto Rico is a Latin. I would consider it a Latin province, even though it is in a district of the U.S.
Yeah.
Definitely. Okay. All right. Well, so what did you do as a real little kid, little guy? I mean, obviously you were probably, like I said, wise beyond your years, and you probably did a lot of interesting things that nobody, that showed the world that you had more, was more to you than meets the eye. So what were those things?
For me, I was actually acting since I was 6 years old.
Okay.
I went to a modeling agency and I modeled for Gap. And then I met an agent. Her name was Bonnie, and she brought me to all these jobs. I was on Law and Order. I was acting on all these movies. My newest movie, I can't say what it is,
Okay.
but it's huge. That's all I'm going to say. And I was also on Dump Money, which is a movie featuring America Ferrera and Pete Davidson.
Okay. Wow. Okay. So, man, you've done more in 14 years than most people have done in 80.
And, really most of my movies, they're just horror movies, because all these directors, they see me and they're like, let's give this kid a traumatizing experience. Ever since I was 6 years old, my first movie was literally a horror movie. It's crazy.
What was it?
It was a short film about a dad who tried to kill his wife.
Okay. And who were you, the
And
son?
I was the son.
Okay. Wow. Well, why did they just cast you in horror movies? I'm not saying it's not fun, and I'm sure it is, but wouldn't you like a nice comedy or maybe a romantic deal or something like that?
I can do anything, because
Oh yeah.
horror movies, horror and comedy is two different types of movies, because I'm better at horror movies. I've gotten so used to it, I know what to do. Comedy movies, I'm slowly getting to it, because the only reason why I have this extroverted personality is because when I was 10, I joined Menudo, and I was on all these news stations.
Wow.
And if you don't talk that much, they're just gonna boot you off and cut your interview short.
Yeah. Okay. No, you listen, and you're very confident too.
Thank you.
Are you homeschooled, or you go to public school? How does that work?
I'm actually homeschooled.
Okay, that's pretty good. But do you miss the school experience, though? A lot of people your age would rather be with other kids in school.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, not at all. It's so much better than real school because I actually used to go to a really strict Catholic school, and then I switched to homeschooling. So it's such a big difference. It's so nice. Everything like schooling, in actual schools, they give you an hour for every class. Homeschooling, it really only takes 20 minutes because they teach you everything you need in that quick.
Wow, 20 minutes a day or 20 minutes A year?
No, like per class. 20
Wow.
minutes a day would be crazy. That would be wild.
It
I
would.
wish.
Well, how many classes do you have?
5.
5? Okay, that sounds like a pretty good schedule. All right. All right. Well, tell me about now. Do you write your own music, or do you co-write with other people? How's that work?
I write my own music and then I send it to my producer here in New York City, Near Graph, and he creates a track. Sometimes I send him like ideas that I come up with. I come up with 3 seconds of a song and I send it to him, and he builds on that. And then I write lyrics, and then we go in the studio, we fix it up, and then we record it.
Okay. Now we're gonna watch a video. What is that? Alice Day. What's the name of that song that we're gonna watch? We have the video. We're gonna.
It's
It's
Violet.
it's in Spanish. What's the name of it? Holly sent it to me. Is it you and a bunch of girls dancing on a strip somewhere outside? It looks like New York.
It's called Llegaste Tú. It's a song of a girl who comes into your life and changes everything.
Oh yeah, that's what I should. That would be nice for me to have at this point. But all right, good. All right. Well, you're about halfway through the show. We're going to watch it. All right. In the meantime, it sounds like you got a pretty busy schedule. So are you still acting currently?
Yeah, I'm still acting currently.
Doing what?
Movies mainly. I have 3 movies coming out this year.
Okay. You can't talk about them too much, though, right?
Yeah, not much, but like 2 of them are horror, as I was saying before.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I understand. Well, all right. Well, that's fine. Have you ever been on a TV show before, like like a sitcom or something like that?
I mean, Law and Order.
Oh, okay. That's a TV show.
Like
Yeah.
that counts.
Okay, that's cool. Law and Order. What did you play in Law and Order?
Yeah.
Well, what did you play? What was your role in Law and Order? I'm just.
I was a child who got kidnapped
Okay.
and tied to a radiator
Okay.
or a furnace, whatever it's called, on the
Right.
wall.
Yeah, I got
And
it.
the actors had to come and save me and like cut up. And I was like here on the radiator while they were shooting it. I was like, ah!
Oh,
And I also shot on the show The Beauty and Only Murders in the Building.
oh, okay. That was with Selena Gomez and Steve Martin.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that must have been great to work with them.
It was amazing to work with them.
I'd love to get them on my show. So that's fantastic. Okay. Have you ever thought of maybe writing your own script? I'm just wondering. You seem like a creative young man.
I mean, yeah, everyone thinks of that at some point. You actually give me a really good idea. I might make my own show.
Well,
The
see,
Nico Rock Show.
Well, that's good. I try to give ideas to my guests that will behoove them down the line. So that would be awesome. Okay. Well, what are your projects that you're currently working on that you can talk about, music or acting?
For music right now,
Yes.
I'm gonna be making a song with Club Jumpers. I'm gonna be making a remix of a song, and then I'm gonna be performing in October. I can't talk about that. Never mind.
Okay, that's fine. All right.
I'm also gonna be performing on 116th Street in June.
Okay. Was that? Is that now you? What part of New York are you in? Are you in Manhattan, Brooklyn, the Bronx?
Yeah, Manhattan.
Manhattan. All right.
It's 116th Street Puerto Rican Parade.
Oh, got you. All right.
Puerto Rican Festival.
All right. Ah, good. Okay. That's in June. So is that an outdoor thing? I imagine it is, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sure the weather should be good, hopefully. And now tell me about where have you traveled to work? I mean, all over the country?
Let me think.
Okay.
California, Mexico, Colombia, Puerto Rico, South Korea. You know what? I'm just gonna give up whole world.
No, that's fine. You answered my question thoroughly and then some. All right. Okay. Now, what are your favorite? I'm just wondering. You visit a lot of different countries. Do you have any favorite countries that you like besides the U.S. to visit? And if so,
Personally,
why?
for me, my favorite countries are Latin American countries.
Okay.
Because it's so beautiful. You know, when you're in New York, you go to upstate New York, you see all this, wilderness. You go to Latin American countries, you see all these cool jungles and stuff. It's so cool.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. Okay. You're a jungle guy. You remind me of, it's funny you should say that. Many years ago when I was a kid, there was a movie called The Jungle Book, and there was a kid in there that looked a lot like you. I was only
Jungle Book?
Yeah.
Oh!
It was a long time
Disney,
ago.
You should put me in The Jungle Book.
Yeah,
that would be
it was a guy named Richard Harris sang the theme song. I don't even know if he's still alive, but the film came out in the late 1960s. I was a little kid myself then, but I always loved movies, and I remember you remind me of one of the kids in the book. It was like an animated film.
Uh-huh.
And
so the kid who had wolves? No, was it wolves that made him?
He was friends with somebody. There was a song called "The Bare Necessities." I don't know. It was an animal that sang it. It might have been a bear or something. But
I recognize it.
Yeah,
I recognize the song.
you got to Google it. And on that note, we're going to watch a video, okay? And then we're going to come back and continue the interview. So enjoy Nico's video, and we'll be right back to continue the interview.
Solo me bastó una mirada y tu sonrisa delicada me enamoró, me enloqueció. Y entre risas y palabras se nos fue la madrugada y el sol nos sorprendió entre besos. Y esta canción nos sorprendió el amor. Oh, 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 oh. Le pregunté a la luna si tenía la fortuna de volverte a ver, estar contigo otra vez. Y de repente llegaste tú, te convertiste en mi luz. Y ahora no me separo de la persona que amo. Llegaste tú, nadie como tú, no te apartes de mí. Quiero hacerte feliz, no necesito nada, quiero darte más. Esto que yo siento, este sentimiento. Le pregunté a la luna si tenía la fortuna de volverte a ver, estar contigo otra vez. Y de repente llegaste tú, te convertiste en mi luz. Y ahora no me separo de la persona que amo. Eres única, bebé, no te quiero perder. Quédate en mi casa y abrázame el alma. Yo te voy a sorprender, lo que nadie pudo hacer. Amarte sin prisa, toda una vida. Le pregunté a la luna si tenía la fortuna de volverte a ver, estar contigo otra vez. Y llegaste tú, nadie como tú, no te apartes de mí. Quiero hacerte feliz, no necesito nada, quiero darte más. Esto que yo siento, este sentimiento. Y llegaste tú, nadie como tú, no te apartes de mí. Quiero hacerte feliz, no necesito nada, quiero darte más. Esto que yo siento, este sentimiento. Nico rocks, baby. Y llegaste tú, nadie como tú, no te apartes de mí. Quiero hacerte feliz, no necesito nada, quiero darte más. Esto que yo siento, este sentimiento. Y llegaste tú, nadie como tú, no te apartes de mí. Quiero hacerte feliz, no necesito nada, quiero darte más. Esto que yo siento, este sentimiento. Nico rocks, baby.
Oh, Nico, that was great. Tell us what we just watched. Tell us about that video.
All right, that video, we filmed it in Miami, Florida. We actually filmed some of the video. And when we were on the boat, we were driving through the front of the beach. And this guy, parasailing, comes up to us and he's like, you can't drive here. There's a huge coral reef with rocks. So we're currently driving forward.
Okay.
So if we kept driving forward, we would hit a rock and we would be stuck. We'd have to call the Coast Guard. So through these like huge 9 feet tall waves, we were just driving as fast as we could out of there. It was like the craziest experience of our life. If you look at the bloopers of the video at the end of it, you can actually see us all getting splashed with water in our faces.
Okay, that's what that was at the end. Yeah, I saw that. All right, those were bloopers. I did not know. It said what the production was like, and then I says, oh, it's going longer. I wasn't sure, but now you're telling me the bloopers. Well, what did you have issues with the Coast Guard? Were they giving you a hard time when you were shooting? Is that it?
No, I said we would have to call the Coast Guard, but because there was a huge rock wall in front of us and we couldn't see it because
Okay,
it was like underwater.
right, but what did the Coast Guard have to do with that? How
We'd
could they
have to
help it?
call them if we get because it's like far enough
Okay,
that we wouldn't be able to swim back, and the water was so strong, we would probably be dead. I'll be honest.
oh,
We'd
okay,
probably die right there.
so they saved you, so they made it safe for you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, great. All right, that must have
Felt
been,
like a Disney ride, you know?
of course. So tell me, how long ago did you shoot that video? Is that most recent project or one of them?
I think it was like 2 months ago.
Okay, so
Yeah, 2 months ago.
very recent. Okay, that's great. So when is the next video you're shooting in New York? Anytime soon?
Yeah, in like next week, I think.
Okay, and that's already been choreographed and everything. Well, not choreographed, but so is that going to be is that going to be that kind of video with pretty girls and everything that you dance with?
Yes,
Oh,
of course.
that
All
wasn't
my
lost on
videos
me.
have that.
Yeah, you got to have videos like that. All right. So now you've been cast in a few horror films, and obviously, like, now you got an idea that maybe you'd like to try writing your own film. So tell me about, do you do anything? I mean, now, what's up with modeling? You're a cool looking kid. You still doing modeling now?
Really, because modeling was more like a stepping stone
Oh,
to
yeah,
go act.
yes, of course.
So it's not really like a thing that I still do. I don't have any time for it,
I understand, but guess what? When you get older, I bet you're going to get bigger and you're going to get hunkier, and then they're going to want you in like brood ads and stuff like that for for colognes and Old Spice, and I bet you they'll be calling you for them. I wouldn't be surprised when you get to.
Oh, I want my own fashion line.
Yeah,
That's what
exactly. You got your own fashion line, really?
No, I would want it.
Well, you should have it. Well, let me ask you this: do you know how to have you ever done any fashion designing? Or I mean, it looks to me like you like your logos. You got plenty of them on your jacket there.
Hey, does this one have Nico Rocks in it?
Yeah, that's beautiful. There you go. So now, why don't you do that? Start your own. I'll bet you could probably get $100 for one of those jackets per sale.
Well, that's pretty expensive. I'm not gonna charge people $100.
You're a congenial young man. I appreciate that.
I would charge if it costs I don't know $5 to make, I'd probably charge $15.
Yeah, plus you're making enough money now as it is. You don't need to charge that kind of money.
Yeah.
All right, I was just trying to test you to see how charitable you really were, and you passed. That's great. Okay. All right. Well, what do you like to do for fun? I mean, you're still a kid. What do you do? I mean, you like going to the beach. Tell me what your fun activities are for hobbies.
So because Orchard Beach isn't open yet, swimming in New York,
Oh yeah,
the water's so cold.
Right.
There's a place called American Dream. It's called Big Snow.
Okay.
And it's indoor snowboarding or
Oh,
indoor
wow.
skiing. And for my birthday, instead of getting, I don't know, a device or something, I got a brand new snowboard.
Okay.
Even though it's the middle of the summer, my birthday is in May.
Right.
I decided I'm going to go get it, and it is amazing. The snow is perfect, and I love it so much. It's 100% worth it.
Well, okay. Well, it sounds to me like you don't have a problem with cold weather. What about? There we go. Wow, that thing looks like it weighs more than you do. That's huge.
It weighs 5 pounds.
Really? Well, okay, but wow, but look, it's taller than you. Well, I got. Do you like real? No, I stood corrected. You're taller.
Oh.
Okay. Well, do you like? Do you like going out in the winter too? I guess you don't mind the winter then.
Yeah, I like the winter.
Okay.
For me, I like New York because in the summer you can go swimming, and in the winter you can go skiing and everything. You have snow. It's like a mix.
Well, I listen. I admire the fact that you like it. I hate snow, but that's me. And it's nice that you seem to like everything. That's wonderful.
You got to learn how to ski or learn how to snowboard.
Oh, I've done that. When I was a kid, I went tobogganing regularly. We had a hill in my city. I don't know if you've ever heard of Brockton, Massachusetts, but they're called the City of Champions because we had two prize fighters from the city that won world championships. And so when I was a kid, we used to go, and I still jog up that street every now and then, even now, all these years later. So I've been there. I used to like it. As I grew older, I guess I lost my appreciation for cold weather, but I appreciate that you like it because that's, it's important to be able to be happy in your domain.
It's like sand. It's like sand, but if it was cold, that's basically it. It's just cold sand.
Oh, I know. Okay. Well, that's a good way to look at it. It's almost like it's like an inverted beach.
Yeah.
Okay. I get it.
Beach,
All right. Listen, we're curious, just wondering, Now, do you have any plans for like, in addition to your acting and your music, do you have any plans, any aspirations for when you get, when you get to being, an adult, a real adult, which, to me, you're already an adult, but, like 5 or 6, 7 years from now, do you have any, anything, any goals in addition to everything that we've talked about?
I say mainly right now, or when I'm an adult, either investing in companies and making my own. I know. Or, I mean, right now I'm currently doing all that I would want to do. I'm currently living my dream life right now.
Then there you go.
So,
Then the answer is just keep on keeping on.
Yeah, just keep doing what I'm doing. I'm currently living the life that I've always wanted. Because I love Michael Jackson. He's my favorite artist.
Okay.
And I've always wanted to be like him.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, you're the new Michael Jackson and then some. Well, Nico, on that note, we're in the final 5 minutes of the show. I hope you had fun talking to me.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me here today. It was a pleasure. You're very funny. And yeah, thank you so much.
Okay, well, listen, what I want you to do in the remaining time is give some shouts out to people that are going to see the show, because we're going to get quite a few people that are going to see it, obviously. And God willing, maybe they'll do my show, people that you've worked with, that you've mentioned. That would be fantastic. I'm hoping you listen. I got to admit, young man, I want you to be one of my stepping stones to my future success. But go on, give some shouts out. Go
I'll
ahead.
recommend people. I'll recommend people. Don't worry.
So you want to give some shouts out now to your own family, maybe? I mean, tell me, your mom's right there, right?
I want to shout out my mom. I want to shout out my dad. I want to shout out my cat.
Oh, I
want to
love that.
shout out my other cat.
Oh, yeah.
I want to shout out my brother. I want to also shout out my dancers who've been around with me the whole time and who are actually going to perform with me in like a week again. And in 116th Street Festival, Puerto Rican Day Festival. You guys better be there if you're in New York, by the way. And I also want to shout out
Holly, maybe?
I don't know.
Okay, that's all right. You get plenty.
I also want to shout out Big Mac Entertainment.
Oh.
I also want to shout out Big Mac Entertainment, and I also want to shout out Holly.
Okay. And all right, now, I know you mentioned you got the Puerto Rican Festival coming up. Is there anything else that you might want to, before you forget, if there's anything that one of those things that you don't want to say, oh, I meant to talk about this coming up. If not, go ahead.
May 30th, performing at Miami Fashion Week. If you're going to be there, be there. If you're not able to be there, buy a flight, go to Miami. I'm begging you, watch me.
Oh, okay. Well, I wouldn't mind going. I mean, I've never been to Miami. I know it's hard to believe. I should definitely get to travel more.
Also, follow me at Real Nico Rocks on all platforms. Just throw that out there.
Okay. All right. Well, Nico Rocks, you did a great job. Now, look, we're gonna wrap the show up with my snapping, but when we're done, will you stick around and my tech guy will come in and take a pic of us for Facebook? And are you on Facebook? Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you on Facebook too? I know you're on. I know I got you. You have a Facebook account?
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's connect on Facebook, and then I can tag you.
Okay.
All right, great. All right, Nico, great job, and I'm going to, wrap the show up with my snapping next week.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. All right, we're wrapping up another great Topic Time episode. More on tap. Wrapping up and snapping out. See you next time.
Oh, why's not working? I'm snapping. What?
Here we go. There you go. Wait, my boombox has to work. Sometimes it takes a few seconds. I know it's annoying.
I can't hear the snap.
You'll hear it. You'll see it. Bear with me. Coming. All right.
Oh, wait. Wait, I'm too early.
Here we go. Kids got rhythm.
Lighting for ECAT production provided by the Avery Lee Williams Family Foundation.